Good evening. Happy Thursday, and I guess I can say happy February. This is my first live for the month of February. I am Julie with Creations by Julie. Ed is behind the camera, and tonight we are going to draw I don't know, can I use the word? Maybe I should say a recipient. I don't want to say W-I-N-N-E-R because I'm not sure how Facebook views these things, but I'm going to try not to use certain words. But I am gifting someone with a mystery craft box tonight, and we have all the names from the month of January in this bag, but we want to wait just a second and give a couple of people time to hop on in case they happen to be live with us tonight when we draw their name. Let me pull up my phone for Ed to be able to read comments, and I need to check and make sure that we're on. Yep, I believe we are. I probably don't have it turned down either. Okay.
And Travis said, how are y'all?
Hi, Ann. We're great. How are you? Actually, we're cold. Hi, Karen. Maria. Okay. Ed's going to have the comments. Let's give it a few seconds, and let's just talk about how cold it is. You know, I know people up north think Texans are just wimps. You know, we are not used to the cold weather. You can tell I have a sweater on today. Right now it's about 35, but the wind is blowing and it feels like maybe 23. But, you know, we're south part of Texas and we're not used to that. People don't know how to drive if the roads get slippery. But for us it's cold, and somebody said it's a different type of cold. We're far enough in South Texas, we're not expecting any snow or anything. Hopefully no sleet, but I think the only time we went outside today was to cover the plants. And we like froze to death just being out there 10 minutes. So, but we're retired, we're happy to stay home.
Karen said they went from 31 Sunday to 85 today.
85. Well, what's tomorrow bring? I think we were almost 70, weren't we, yesterday or the day before? I mean, it's crazy, but it's okay. I like the cold weather. I love turning on my fireplace. We have a gas fireplace, and I don't get to do that too often, but we've done it several times already this year, and I have a feeling tomorrow it'll probably be on all day. But anyway, hopefully everybody is home and warm and safe. But those of you that, you know, are out in it, be really careful. Okay, so this is our drawing night, and we probably will announce what word can I use other than W-I-N-N-E-R?
Recipient. Recipient.
The receiver of our craft box. I don't want to say the other word.
Our bag person.
Our bag person. Yeah, we don't have a box to draw from, but anyway, there's a lot of names in here, y'all. Okay, are y'all ready? And then we're going to do something different for the month of February. So let's move all this paper around in here and see if I can pick one name. And I might ought to put my glasses.
Karen Boyd said recipient, lucky person.
Carrie Marie. Is Carrie on yet tonight?
Hadn't seen her.
Okay. We'll announce it later. She is visiting. She's not at home, but lay this over there. Remind me to announce it later. Congratulations, Carrie. I will put you together a box of mystery craft supplies and send them to you. Okay, for February, I thought let's shake it up and let's do something a little different. I told you a couple of weeks ago that Unique in the Creek had kits that they put together, and I ordered a couple of them.
Connie Richard, first time watching.
Hey Connie, welcome. I hope you'll come back. Maybe you'll see something tonight you like. We try to do all kinds of different things here at Creations by Julie. But every month I do a big giveaway. For the month of February, I'm actually going to give one of the kits that Lori put together. And it's actually going to be the sunflower kit. And this is just, I ordered a couple of them. This is just the way I got it. Y'all, I mean, you get 2 rows of mesh, of the yellow, 1 row of the green. You get the center, you get the zip ties, you get a little ladybug to put on it. You get 2 clips, a pipe cleaner for the back of your center, everything you need to make. Well, I forgot, you also,
Where's the board?
right here, you get the large, this is the large flower board, y'all. And if you go to uniqueinthecreek.com, I put the link at the top. Lori has tons of videos on there, free. She's also on YouTube, but she did this particular kit. You can pretty much do it with any petal that you want to make, but anyway, this is what the F-R-E-E-B-I-E, this is the gift for February. And all you have to do to have your name put in our blessing bag is just comment on my lives all month. We'll do it. I go live twice a week on, Ed's raising his hand. I go live twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. So just put in hashtag sunflower kit. Put it on there as many times as you want to. And every time you do hashtag sunflower kit, I'll take your name and put it in the bag. But we may talk about this later too. But this is an awesome gift for somebody. Somebody's good. Now, if it just so happens, several of you had told me you were going to order the kit from her. If you did and you don't want the sunflower, I also ordered a daisy with the white. So you could pick that if you wanted to. But we'll talk about that more later. But that's what, instead of a mystery box of supplies, that's what our February giveaway is going to be, the sunflower kit. Okay, Ed.
Barbara Rosecan says she loves her kits, and there's several new ladies.
Good. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. Tonight, we're also going to use Unique in the Creek board. We're going to use the cross board. And I'm going to, tell me if you see Carrie come on, Ed. I'm going to get up and move a little bit, and he's going to move the camera down so that you can see like from the side. And we're going to talk about the board and the mesh. Y'all know me, I like to do things ahead of time, anything I can do. So I have 3/4 of the cross made, but I'm going to show you what I did and what I used and all that good stuff. But I don't like you just sitting there, so we'll go down to the board eventually.
Well, I'm just reading comments. Sorry.
You need 3 hands.
You pay more, you get more.
Oh, well, I'm in trouble. Okay. I can't see what
Barbara Rosecan said you did a tulip cross today.
She did?
Yes.
Awesome. I actually ordered some more tulips this week. Michael's has them on sale, and then today I get a coupon, and I thought I could have saved another 15%, but anyway. All right, so this is what we're going to use. This is, I don't know how far to hold it up. I'll just leave it laying there. And I got my mesh under it so you can kind of see it. This is the cross from Unique in the Creek. And it's just like the boards, just in the shape of the cross. I am going to use this sign. And now I'm calling it an Easter wreath, but this sign just says, "Blessed be the name of the Lord." So it doesn't say anything about Easter. So you could just put it on a...
But it does have a cross.
Yes, it does have a cross. But you could put it on a gravesite at a tombstone or headstone thing or something. But anyway, I'm calling it an Easter wreath. And we are doing it with poly burlap, which let me show you. Poly burlap is, it says poly burlap. It's almost a plastic type of mesh. You need to cut it with a wood burning tool. And they look like this. This is what, and I just use this chisel tip. They're only like $15 at Walmart. It might even, it's just a wood burning.
Karen Boyer Hunter says she'd keep that up all year at her house.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty. And I'm going to use purple and white poly burlap. And like I said, it frays really bad if you don't cut it with the wood burning tool. It's very easy to cut. I think it was last week I showed y'all how to do that. Go back and look at that video. But let me move this stuff. We are going to do actually a kind of a combination of petals that Michelle from Monkey's Creation did a couple of weeks ago. I changed it just a little bit. But first, let's talk about what you want to do with your cross. I started at this end and went this way, then here to the center, here to the center, and then tonight we're going to do from the top to the center. Now the cross itself is 20 inches tall. So I did not use this bottom one here, and I'm not going to use the top one here because I don't want to have to put it in a, 30-inch box. I want to keep shipping costs down. So you'll see it's just as pretty if you use this one. Now I did use to the end on the sides. And I'm going to put my sign in the middle. You can put just a bow in the middle. But anyway, and then we're going to use the purple and the white cut to 10 inches. Here's your cuts. And then this is the selvaged edge, or whatever you want to call it, the sewn edge. And I've got a couple of extra here. I'm just going to show you the petal that I did and how I changed it. And then these I'm going to use to finish out the cross. But you first want to load your cross. I did one at a time because to me it was just easier. So to get started, it doesn't really matter what side you use, but I always like to leave the side that has their name on it on the back side. So you're going to take your zip tie, and you've got a flat edge and kind of a little hump like. You want the flat edge to the center up as you're putting it in. And I'm only using these middle holes. So I'm going to go in and up the other side, and then you're going to close it just until you hear it zip. See, if you don't hear it zip, it just comes right about. So just listen, and then that's what you've got. And I just loaded one at a time. You're actually going to need, if my calculations are correct, 18 10-inch pieces. You could do this all one color. You don't have to use burlap mesh. You can use deco mesh. I would try to use something that you could cut with a wood burner. Now Michelle did hers in the, I think it was the Snowdrift, a beige color, and she did not use the wood burner because I think it had cotton running through it. But it will fray. I just like the burlap, and I have tons of burlap. And I happen to have the purple and white, is why I chose that. Now this one is kind of a cream. It's burlap, but I'm going to use it to show you the petal. Okay. I wanted to do two colors. So what I chose to do, you're going to have two different petals in each zip tie. Does that make sense? It's going to be 3 petals actually when you get it on there. So you're going to need 18 purple, 18 white, no, 9 of each, 18 total. 9 purple, 9 white. Then you're going to need 4 or 5 that you cut, but then you cut them to where you take it again. Once you've cut the 10-inch piece, you take it and you turn it into a diamond. And you start, I laid something hard right, on one side, and then you're going to use your wood burner and cut right down the middle to where you end up with diamonds like this. So you're going to need 4 or 5 of those depending on how you want to lay out your colors. You'll see what I mean once I show you the regular cross. Okay, but now to get started, your example is going to be white on white, but don't worry about that. We'll do the others in a minute. I took it, and I always put this edge, the serged edge, to my right. So I took it, and then I just turned it. And then you just scrunch up the middle, like this. That's what you've got, kind of rabbit ears. And then Michelle just took it and folded it like that. But I didn't like that edge. I wanted both of my edges to be on the outside. So you kind of have to manipulate it a little bit, but you definitely could just fold it this way and be fine. And a lot easier. And then it's easier if you take a rubber band and you go ahead and make this one. I would suggest making at least one of your petals ahead of time, all of them, either the double one or the single one. But what I wanted to do, and then I have to take it and kind of manipulate it. I take this one and put it over this one. You see how my edges are on the outside here and here. But what that does, that causes this one is curved wrong. So you kind of have to take it and make it turn. And then you kind of want them even. But you kind of, because of the way this one is turned, you have to manipulate it just a little bit.
Natural leaves are shaped like that in order to shed the water.
Okay, and then I like to take these little bitty clear rubber bands from the Dollar Tree, like they're just little bitty rubber bands, and I'm going to go ahead and I made up most of mine ahead of time, and you just maybe do it twice, and that way you've got the nub right there. Then kind of take it and just work with it like this to where you've got two. Let's see, see how it's already shedding. You've got two, but you've got the edges on the side, okay? And you're going to get ready to put it in. Of course, you want to go down this way. I put it in almost to where the other hole is. That's about how far up I put it, okay? But you don't zip it up yet. You're going to take one of your half piece and then turn it where you've got the long here on your right side, and you kind of stretch it a little bit. We did the same petal, only doubled, and you just scrunch it. You're going to make like a fish, kind of like this. Does that make sense? And then I take it and also, I'm working backwards here, put it on top of the other petal to where you've got 3 petals. See, these are kind of the same color, but you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually start. And then you zip it up really tight. And you have to pull a couple of times because you've got 3 layers there. And then you still got that one you kind of got to manipulate. So you actually have 3 ends. Where's my scissors? Okay, so can you see that how I've got three tips here? And I didn't spray these or anything. So the more you work with this stuff, the more it sheds. And I'll give you a tip here in a minute what I did. So if you were using one color, these would all 3 be the same color. Okay, let me show you the petal again. Let me get...
It'd be better if you had different colors.
Well, I didn't want to cut more of my purple, and I had these extra. Okay, so these have been laying flat for days, so it's why they're so flat. But you want the curl like coming up. But with the sergette on your right, take it, well, turn it either way. Just depends on how you're going to flip it. Scrunch it up. You're using one whole piece to make that bottom. You can just take it and do it this way and not worry about it, or you can manipulate it like I did and turn it on itself. You're basically putting it on top of the other one, and then you have to just kind of work to get them, but you have to work with this, you have to manipulate that bottom petal or it curls the wrong way. But I'm going to go ahead and put these together and manipulate them a little bit. And it's not hard. It seems weird because that one petal. Okay? And then I'm going to take this one, kind of stretch it a little bit, and like do my first scrunch there, second, and then the third, second, and the third. And I always have to twist it around. Okay, I should have put this, let me go ahead and put a rubber band on this one since I've got it together. I did not load my board. So, these rubber bands are really cheap, and you know, if you get all your petals made, you can whip this cross up in no time. You can do all of them like this, then do the others like this, but I didn't load my board, so let's do this again. I always feel for that, and I should have cut that off. Okay, through the middle. I'm going to put my head in your light. Then you're going to lay this one on top of this one. I'll go ahead and cut that off. Right here, almost up to the hole. Once you get it on there, then you can kind of spread them out. It will cover the whole cross. And then this one on top of it. These are just my examples. I'm going to show you the real board here in a minute. You want to make sure you get it tight and clip it before you go to your next one. So you've got basically 3 petals, 3 petals, only a double one, single, double, single. All right, let me show you what I did. Then we're going to start working with this pretty purple and white. Here's the cross. This is the top. This is the bottom. And then you've got the 2 sides. And I don't know how to get it in the camera. Maybe sideways?
Yeah, I'll probably need to back up a little.
Yeah, you probably need to. Because, I mean, it gets pretty big. But you can see how, and I alternated. Like here on this side, I did 2 white, and then the middle one was purple. Then I did 2 purple, the middle one I did white. 2 white, purple, 2 purple, white, okay? And then I started from this side, and I wanted to end with white on the top. Now I'm going to start at the top and come this way, and I want to end with this one right here, just like this one. So I'm going to skip this top row, only I'm going to go ahead and add my hanger. You can feel the indentions there. I didn't put anything on that, but let's see how long I want it.
Technically, it's a countersink.
And then this is just the way I make my hangers for these. You can use a zip tie. Lori uses a zip ties on hers, and that's fine. And then I'm just going to tie a knot here. And I will probably, let me make sure that's not, where's the petal? Make sure that's not going to show. Because I'm going to come down to here. No, it won't. Okay. And that's how I do that. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue there so I know it holds. Let me grab my glue gun. Oh, that's not good. It's not going to come out. Hang on. I'm not used to doing here. I might need an extension cord for my glue gun. Let's get it up over that bench. Where I can put a little glue right here. Not much. That's just extra. But that's going to be my hanger. Hold it just a second. Okay, do you have any questions about the pattern? You see how I did my pattern? I already have, move that out of the way. I already have my little petals done. So if I want this one to end up with purple on the top, then this one has to have white on the top. Then my first one's going to be purple on the top. So I'm going to take my white. I just like to make these first, but I need to load the board. Okay. Can't tell you how many times I got ready to put my petal in and I had not loaded the board. You could load it ahead of time, but it just kind of got in the way. Because you're not working this way, you're working this way. Okay, so my full petal is going to be curved side up, turn this away, and then diamond. Scrunch it. And then I'm going to manipulate it here.
Everybody's being quiet tonight.
Maybe I have them totally confused. Is everybody seeing okay, or is it Facebook doing its stupid thing of freezing again. See, I don't want that one any taller than that one. And see, then I'm going to hold that and take my other petal. Michelle did not manipulate hers. She just did it like bunny ears and put it in there.
Karen said no, it's fine.
Okay, good. Okay. So I'm going to get that really tight.
Brenda Bracken says, good evening, raining in Milton, Florida.
Is it? Yeah, I think it's raining just about everywhere. We've had rain most of the day, which is why people are a little concerned about buses being on the roads tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to clip that. Okay, and then I'm going to load the next one. I'm only going to put 3 this way. Like I said, you don't have to use poly burlap. You can use regular deco mesh. You can use just about any petal. I saw, I believe it was last night, Laurie did one using a rolled petal. Now, it was really pretty too, but it looked big. Okay, so now I had my white full. Now I'm going to do the white single and the purple full.
Brenda said, bless you, Paige, and Maria Francisco said, snowy in upstate New York.
Oh, I bet. I saw some of those pictures and it was like, oh man, that's crazy. I would probably like to look at it for a day or two and then I wouldn't want anything to do with it. Alright, so I'm just manipulating this one to where it'll curl down. Then we'll take this one and flip it on top of it. Hardest thing to me, it just feels weird, and because of the way you have to grab it right here, and then trying to make sure where they're both kind of the same length. All right, I'm going to put it in there.
Kathy Colvin said, I'll take rain. Been snowing since 3 last night in Indiana.
Gosh. We wouldn't know what to do. All right, so I'm manipulating. I mean, once you get done, they lay, but if you need to put a book on it, you could. All right, I'm taking a white one. And you'll see why I wanted to end in purple. Because I want my sign surrounded by the purple ones.
They really can't see the cross because they're too close.
Well, back up. Or whatever you need to do.
Well, I'll wait till you get through and you can hold it up.
Okay, well, I'm going to... Now... I'll tell you what I did with this one. I did one section and then I took it outside and I sprayed it with this clear semi-gloss Rust-Oleum to stop any fraying. Because even though the more you handle it, it frays. And even though you use the wood burner, it still wants to fray. So what I will do with this one, once I get this part done and sign on, I'll just need to spray this because I did this after I did it, and then I did this one, and then I did that one. All right, so I'm only going to do one more, and then I'll show you how we do the center. It's the same petal, the same design, you know, the same way, which is why I like to have it partly made. Okay, this one is going to be white. Wait, did I not do that right? Because it's going to have a purple top. I don't have another piece of white. So, let me use this one. I'll hang on, sorry. I'm just going to, let's show you how easy it is to undo everything. It's going to take this beige off, and I'm going to use
Captain Joe Colvin wants to know, is it an 8-inch sign or
yes,
10-inch?
It's 8 inches, and it is from Unique in the Creek also.
Carrie Marie says, hello, Julie and Ed.
Hi, Carrie. Guess what? You won the mystery craft box. I'm going to have to be real picky to send you something you don't have. But I may just send you some magnolia design stuff to play with. But congratulations, we drew your name. And for those of you that have just joined, this month I am giving away one of the Unique in the Creek sunflower kits for the month of February. And all you have to do, if you're interested in getting one, is during my lives or the replay, put in hashtag sunflower kit. Now see, this one I would go back and like trim this just a little bit right here.
Kevin Reese says, "Oh wow, thank you so much."
You're welcome.
She earned it because she commented above.
Yes, you did. Okay. So that pretty much gets this. But what I wanted to do, see these little holes here in the corners? I wanted my sign. See, I believe if I put my sign on there, it would still be okay. But I want purple on all four sides. So I did 2 extra pieces and cut them in half so that I had 4, and I'm going to kind of surround, unless I don't like it once I get it done. But I'm going to surround the sign with the purple. But I don't want them coming out too far. I want them really close in. Does that make sense? Because, I mean, I don't want them way out here. I want them really close. So what I'm going to do...
She said sunflower kit?
Yes. Hashtag sunflower kit. It's the big on the large board that Lori had on her site. You get everything. I'm going to put in here, in here, in here, and in here. Zip ties. And then I'm going to put the petal pretty close to the center. Now these I probably could do them all at one whack. Because I've got these made, all I did was put a rubber band around them. But I am going to move them in a lot to make a smaller petal. And I might even cut off that if it gets in my way. I just wanted my sign. Okay, I'm going to go to the center and do it. And it's okay, even if I have to take them and put them under, we'll see how that looks. I just didn't want those gaps there. Okay, and then I'm going to do one here. So I'm going to load it, and then, see, it works really fast when you have these made. I'm going to go into the center right about there. And put this one in there. And I may kind of put them all kind of up and under there. We'll see how that looks. I'm going to turn it around. And do this corner. So when you get done, I'll show you the back of it. You won't have these 4 right in the center. You won't have something in all of those, but you'll have it in most everything except 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 2 here in the middle. Won't have anything. The other 2 will have your pipe cleaner from the sign. And you're only using the middle 2 on each row. I might not have done that one quite far enough in, but that's the good thing. You can always just cut these zip ties and change it if you need to. Okay, turn it this way. And you wouldn't have to do this. I just wanted to do it to frame my sign just a little bit more. But you know, once I get it done, if I don't like it, I just cut them off.
Purple and white's pretty.
Yeah, I think the purple's pretty. Okay. All right, so let me turn it over and show you. Can they see it like that? There's it up. Okay, here's my hanger. I've got some paint or something on it. So I skipped this row. I went in the middle. You just do 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the bottom. Then you do all 4 across. This center, I'm not going to put anything. I don't think. I might, if I feel like the sign needs to be out a little bit, I could put a ruffle or something there. But I think I'm just going to be able, since I use these corner ones, I think I'm going to be able to just put my sign in there. And what I did with the sign, it comes with a little sticky thing. And I used hot glue, plus I used Gorilla liquid glue. And then I went around the outside with hot glue. And then I just put the pipe cleaner in it, and you just twist it one time. I probably, once I decide where I'm going to put it and how I'm going to put it, will put a little hot glue here on this to hold it. So I want to make sure that I have, and I think I'm going to put one, there's 4 holes there. I think I'm going to turn it to where one goes in the top and one goes in the bottom right there.
Carrie Marie said she bought, Walmart had some pretty lilies today, and I thought about buying them for a cross.
That would be very pretty. I actually was thinking about doing one with just greenery and maybe a couple of flowers or something.
The only thing that the lilies have got where the buds doesn't hold on.
That's tulips you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tulips, I have to, when I do my tulips, I have to put, take a pull on each one of them to try to take them off. Okay, I'm trying to decide, y'all. I don't think I like that up and under there.
Faith Godboat said hi.
Hi, Faith. Because it's,
Brenda Bracken wants to know what the sign says.
it says, "Blessed be the name of the Lord." I'm calling it my Easter cross, but it doesn't say Easter anywhere on it. But I'm thinking I want these, because I don't want to see a gap there. And if I have to, I can put a little glue up and under these. So I'm moving them back to the top, because I thought that was too much of a gap. You know, you don't know till you try. That's what crafting is all about. I don't want to be able to see anything under that sign. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put a little bit of glue on a couple of these up and under here. Just as a little extra. Make sure it's in the middle. See how I did one on each side rather than together? Whoop, glue came through there. Got me. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this on pretty tight. And for now, just twist it till I'm sure it's where I want it. And if I need to take these and put a little glue to where you can't see the sign, I will.
Carrie Marie says that's really pretty.
I love the purple and the white. And like I said, it really does not take, do y'all like the purple outlining the sign?
Kelly Marie said, did you say the sign came from Unique in the Creek?
It
also?
did, yes. Yeah, we see, get a little white in here too.
Karen says, love the purple. Pat Varner says, I like it.
Hey, Pat. Okay, let's see. And see, the more you touch it, the more it frays a little bit. So when I get off the live, well, I may not do it till tomorrow now, I will go spray so that these edges will quit.
Karen Marie says, I like the purple in the corners.
Yeah, I do too. And I think it would have been too much. Anyway, I'll just play with it and get the, each one done the way I like it. I could have done, white, but I just thought it would look better this way. And that's really all you have to do. And you can see, let me see if I can measure this. It's longer than my board, which means it's probably, that's 24. It's probably about 26 or 28 inches. And that is not using the top or the bottom here. So if you want to use the top and the bottom, you're going to have a wreath about 30 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to clip this.
Brenda Bracken wants to know, how do you put it at a gravesite? They make those wire stands.
Yeah, you just get one of those wire stands. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. And what I would do here, y'all, see, there's nothing sharp here. I don't know how I got paint on that. I bet it was on the jute. I would put my business card. I'll just hot glue my business card right over this pipe cleaner. Yeah, you would just hang it. The little stands have a little hook on them, Brenda. And you just, the stand's bottom just sticks in the ground, and then you hang this on it.
Pat said you could use a shepherd's hook, like plants.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's how quick it was. If you use the poly burlap, I would suggest, like I said, using the wood burning tool, cutting it with that, and then spray it with this. This also keeps the purple from fading. The sign is already treated, so just lay something over the sign and then just spray all your petals. Like I said, you could do this with deco mesh. You could do it all one color. I did a cross a year or so ago with the tulips. You could use roses, you can use greenery, and then Unique in the Creek has these 8-inch signs, and I think they're plenty big enough. I think it's a good size. But that's it. Okay, so y'all don't forget, let me come back and sit down maybe. If you weren't here at the beginning, I showed the kit that I'm going to give away for the month of February, and it's everything in it. I ordered it from Unique in the Creek, a couple of them, and you're going to get it just the way it came to me. It's in a bag, all put together like this. 2 rows of mesh in the deco poly mesh in the yellow, 1 green. You get a center, you get a pipe cleaner for the center, you get the zip ties, you get a little ladybug, you get 2 pink clips, which I forgot what she uses those for. Sometimes she uses the like a clothespin when she's making her rose, but I don't remember on this one. But she has a video of how to put the kit together, and I can share that link. Plus you get, I can't let you see them because they're here, the cutest little pair. I'll put a picture up tomorrow off her website. They're little wire cutter type things for your pipe cleaners or your zip ties, but it must be a Canadian thing. I've never seen them anywhere because she holds them straight up and down like this and they clip this way. They're really cute, but I can see them in there. And then, of course, you get the board. And this is the large board, so this is going to make a large sunflower wreath. But all you have to do is, when I go live, put #sunflower_kit. And then I know you want one, and I will put your name in our blessing bag. And the first live that I do in March, we will draw a name out, and they will become, what word did we say we were going to use, Ed?
Recipient.
Yeah, this, Carrie won the mystery box, was just craft supplies. she won it for January. So this will be the giveaway for February. And I guess I could have done something Valentine's would be over with by the time I drew. So we're going to draw this in the name out of the bag in March. So, okay. I even have time to go catch the Olympics. How many of you, give me a heart if you enjoy watching the Olympics. I love the summer and the winter, but I especially love the winter because I love skating. And it actually starts tonight. The men's thing starts tonight. So I've got time to go do that. Now, Monday, several of you told me you were interested in finding out about where to buy the ink that was food safe. So that's what we're going to do Monday night. I'm going to tell you the place I get it, show you what it does. There's no heat setting to it. After 24 hours, it's dry. And you can still use the Magnolia stencils, but this company that has the ink, they don't call it ink, they call it paint, ceramic paint. But it's food safe, it's permanent after 24 hours. They also sell stencils, and I have a few of their stencils, but I want to show you how you can use it with the Magnolia stencils. But we're going to do that Monday. So I will see y'all Monday at 6 o'clock. I almost said 7. 6 o'clock Monday, and y'all stay warm, stay safe. And I know Carrie, I don't know how long you're staying, but you're going to be traveling. I know Brenda's traveling back home tomorrow. So y'all just be safe. And Ed and I are just going to stay here, and I don't think we'll get out of the house tomorrow for anything. So I may have sent Ed to the post office. But
Pat Barnes says bye.
Bye, Pat. Y'all stay safe. Bye, everybody, and I will see you Monday at 6 o'clock.